Mojang really thought we were going to use the spear to like team up with our friends and live out our night fantasies and joust each other. Nah, I had other plans. I hope you enjoyed that intro because that's probably the nicest bit of editing you're going to get for the rest of 2025. I'm going to be so for real. Hi, okay, so we're doing a little bit of a spear guide here for you. Now, before I get into like all the techniques and special things, I want to start answering some of the comments, or at least one main comment from my previous two videos where I showed like a spear axe combo and just a regular spear combo. A lot of you guys were concerned that you can't actually do the combo in survival mode because, you know, it just wouldn't be as smooth, it wouldn't be as slick because creative mode gives me like a 4-block reach as opposed to survival, which is, you know, well, it's 4 with the spear. Creative gives me an additional block of reach. So I've summoned in a willing combatant because I have no friends, and we're gonna just do, you know, the normal combo that I was showing you guys earlier. This is without speed 2 or anything, it's just a normal W tap style combo. And remember, the whole idea with this combo is just to keep them 4 blocks away. So it's all about like spacing. Like you see here, they cannot possibly hit me. So for everyone who's concerned, yes, you can do the combo in survival mode. In fact, it works all the same, and it's still just as smooth. The other combo people worried about was the netherite axe and spear. We're gonna need speed 2 for this one as well. You spawn them in, or you get the player that you're trying to fight, and you run in, boom, crit, boom, right? It still works, right? The extra block of reach definitely helps for sure, okay? It's not something I took into account. I appreciate everyone's comments and concerns about it, but as you can see, it still works. In survival mode, you want to be focusing more on going into the range and then immediately stepping out or strafing to the side. So it's crit and like you're moving immediately. You're not lingering is the thing. This benefits a lot from like a good circle strafe. If you're moving around a lot, you're probably going to disorient your opponent. I feel like is kind of the go-to plan for something like this. Like as you can see, I'm just boom, boom, circle strafing all around them. Obviously change up your direction a little bit every once in a while, make it not completely predictable, you know? And yeah, there you go. But now that we know that the normal spear combo and the max spear and axe combo from my previous videos work, we need to explain what the heck the spear actually does, because I feel like that's kind of important, right? So the spear, as you can see here, netherite spear, this is the basis that I'll use for all of the combos in this video. There's some information on screen now for the other variants of the spear. 0.87 attack speed, which we compare that to something like a sword, 1.6, an axe, 1. So clearly it's not that quick. Let me see, is there anything that's that slow? I mean, the copper axe, yeah, just about actually. It is very similar. I was just watching the cooldown timers. They're very similar. So it's about the same, just a tush slower than like a wooden axe per se. But the benefit is you get a 4-block reach. As you see right there in the middle of my screen, underneath my crosshair, I have like the cooldown timer, and that only ever shows when you are within range to attack, right? I can step back, keep going till about here, right? So from here, I'm out of range if I'm looking straight. But if I just, boom, now I can hit them. But with a wooden sword, nowhere in range. I have to go in, and now I can hit them. So when you do your spear combos, try to like get a feel for this distance here. This is the distance that you want to start charging in from and hitting.
But Quen,
I hear your worried voice ask,
what if they just like hold W and run against you? The spear doesn't give you that much knockback.
you're right. That's why the Knockback 2 enchant exists. If you're fighting a real life player, okay, in a live scenario, and if your plan is to spear combo them like I was just showing, it's probably a good idea to have Knockback 2. Armor stand here, netherite armor. You see, takes very little knockback. I can jab very, very little. But if I put Knockback 2 on here... Oh. Forgot I was in creative mode. Oops. Okay. But if I put Knockback 2 on this, you can see they start taking substantial knockback. And that was from a charge. Charge, jab, charge, jab. So even with knockback, or even with netherite armor on, get knockback 2. If they try like holding W to run against you and counter you, there's nothing they can do. You get this and speed 2, and then boom, boom. Okay, like their netherite armor doesn't really mean that much. They're going to be taking the knockback of a diamond armor player, or a player in diamond armor. You know what I'm trying to say, man. It's 1 a.m. I can't be trying to speak good right now. The spear, also, good segue, Quen, has a 2 block minimum range hit. So like, from here, I'm like a block away. You know, it doesn't matter how long my spear is. Look, I can't hit you. I can't hit you, or I can't jab at you, nothing. If I get like 2 blocks away, now I can hit you. Ideally, you're going to be playing from 4 blocks away, but if you have to get within a 3 to 2 block range, you'll still do just fine. And honestly, if you're willing to get that close, you can do some crazy stuff like this. And I hear what you're saying, but Quen, you cry again at the top of your lungs. Why on earth would I use the spear instead of a sword? The sword would just be so much better in that instance. I can get critical damage as well. Shut up. The spear is just cool. Look at this. Look at this. Yeah. 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 Spear. 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 It's cool, okay? It's cool. Besides, realistically, you're not fighting a play with just the spear. Your go-to combo for a spear is either going to be one of the later combos that I'll explain to you, or a spear axe combo. Okay, the next combo in my very professional and not sketchy or janky guide at all is the spear axe plus webs. Now, here's kind of how I saw this working. So the thought process was to just kind of attribute swap, right? Because when someone's in a cobweb like this, oh, I can hit them there. Get further in. There we go. You can't hit them, right? But with the spear, you can. You can jab at them. So the thought process is to take the axe and kind of, you know, attribute swap with it. Good job, Quen. Like this. You can get damage of the axe and range of the spear, or the ability to shoot and hit through cobwebs like this. And I imagine this also would work with a knockback spear as well. You can literally knock someone out. So, in theory, say you're like in a team fight, right? And your teammate gets webbed. Oh no, teammate. If you had like a wooden spear, because you wouldn't want to jab them with a netherite spear like this, you have a wooden spear with knockback too, and try to like, you know, free them from the webs if they don't have water. Maybe they get drained, boom. You knock them out, you create some space, shaboing, shaboing, right? Another thing that this works in is, say you are in webs yourself. Well, guess what you can do with the spear, baby? Yep, you can spear them. Normally, I'm within the 3 block range. I can't hit them because I'm in a web. It's going to hit my web instead of the player in front of me. Well, fret not. We have spear. Now, this is a piece of cool tech. I actually really like this. I was messing around with it earlier. So the way it works is attribute swapping. The spear is just so good for abusing with attribute swapping. It's insane. Normally, when you use lunge, it has a bit of a cooldown, right? The spear goes on cooldown. You can only use it once. You can't spam it. And look how much hunger it uses. Oh my god. But if done properly, it requires, for me at least, because I'm very new practicing all this, it requires me to focus up quite a substantial bit. What I find easiest to do is to hold W and spacebar, have your one hand free, and then like an easy key bind to your spear. And you're gonna need a mouse that can left click, and just on your offhand, swap to your spear and click at the same time. So go back to your main hand, and then boom, 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 and switch between the two. It's gonna take a bit. I feel like it takes a second before the average Minecraft player learns how to do this. So for everyone who can just like sweat and, you know, dedicate like 17 years of their life to learning this, you guys would be set. So that's the lunge 3 combo. Next up is the spear plus mace. I got so many comments, like just the amount of comments I got was insane of how many of you people were telling me wait until he finds out that you can spear plus mace. And yeah, I did in fact find out that one can spear and mace. Thanks for the update, guys. I appreciate it. Now, by no means have I perfected this. What you want to do is either with some fireworks, you can get high up into the sky. These are flight duration 3 rockets. You will see these send you high into the sky. You want a netherite spear with maybe some sharpness, something cool on there, and a wind burst and breach enchants. That's the word, enchants. Breach, just in case if you're fighting a player, it will negate their armor, so that's just OP. And then wind burst, so you can bounce back up to do little combo things like this. Someone put up on the screen the combo I'm doing. Thank you, future me. And do I smell up? First try! First try, baby. They make it too easy. It's so easy for a guy like me. But you can see just how high flight duration 3 takes you. So maybe flight duration 2 to 3 is like a good range. It gives you plenty of time to like control your thoughts, think about what you're about to do, and then have time to like charge up the mace. Because you don't want one of these weak mace hits. Now you want the full boom when you come down with the wind burst. You know what I'm saying? So you go up, turn to chest plate, spear, and you die. You just die. You know, let's pull up the footage from before. I'm so good at explaining things. I feel like my explanations are like god awful. So let me go up. Chest plate change. Mace is charging. See? And as soon as the spear hit, I came in, released, and then kind of just spam clicked a little bit with the mace, not gonna lie to you. Another like combo that you can do, and I feel like would really change water PvP, is this. You can load up a Riptide Trident, switch to Spear, and then launch yourself that way. Load up like this, switch to Trident, boom! Okay, why did I move so slow there? Oh, I got Dolphin's Race removed. Release. Dude, and since it's, you know, oh god, and since the spear is momentum based, or velocity based, excuse me, this is doing some pretty serious damage to the guy. Now, if we make it rain, we can also use that same speed for an elytra. Oh god, my computer's lagging. My poor laptop's lagging trying to do this. But look at the sheer speed you get from doing this. Let's see if I can find a target. Okay, there's a pig down there. Lining this up is actually quite challenging. Oh! Don't worry about that. Don't even worry about that, Chief. So now, frequently asked question time. Quen, is the spear gonna replace the mace? Honestly, no. The spear won't replace the mace. As good as it is, and as much as I like claim, and I want to believe that it will, it's not. It's just not going to. Like, the mace, it's amazing. It's immaculate. Or not the mace. So I guess the mace is okay as well. But the spear, okay, the spear is the topic of today's video. And like the spear, it's great, it's wonderful. It is everything that I want it to do and so much more. But we also have to admit, the spear just doesn't hold the same token that the mace does. Like, the mace is like a good seasoning. The mace makes the spear better, just like the spear makes the mace better. The two complement each other. Now, early game, yes, I believe the spear is going to be literally the best thing you can, one of the best weapons you can have. I mean, I just showed you a combo you can do with like a mace, not a mace. I keep saying mace when I mean spear. A spear, an axe, and a spear combo. That's just great against anyone who's trying to do sword PvP or even basic axe PvP. Axe, spear, swiftness 2 potion. That's all you need, and you will just fry your enemy. Put some fire aspect on there, sharpness, knockback, and you're good to go. I know my title for the video was like extreme clickbait, where I was like, Mojang, fix this now. but I was just like, honestly, it has its place and it does its job very well. So it doesn't really need a nerf of any kind. So Mojang, don't nerf it. Ignore my previous statement. Another thing that I got asked a lot to do was like a spear on spear battle, which I would do, but I have no friends. So yeah, I can't battle the mannequin. The mannequin doesn't fight back. It just sits there and takes the beating. It makes me feel bad for enjoying this. That's what that is about. Right. These insanely OP combos is just the start of spear PvP. Okay, we're only just beginning. Okay, give me some time. Give the PvP community some time. We're gonna find a way to break this weapon completely. Just like I'm gonna break my bones completely when I start training PvP, because yep, that's right, baby. For all of you who made it to the end of the video, you may or may not care, I am doing a PvP arc, and whenever that video series is out, there'll be a video on screen. In the meantime, subscribe. Wonderful outro. This is the first ever like tutorial or guide that I've ever made, so I'd love some feedback on how I did. Okay, thank you. Enough yap. Goodbye.